my Lucent souls, welcome back to the 8 Biome. If this video has found you, know that it's timeless. And if you have found your way here, you, my dear, are ready for the spiritual grit, the realignment, and the release. The cards speak what they will, so don't flinch. We face it, we feel it, and we free it. And don't worry, I got your back. And today's weave that has found you in this moment is the start of the new series called The Wound. This is a space of tenderness and truth, where pain is traced back to the roots and the power is drained from what's remained. Every wound has a story, not just of pain, but of the strength it forged. This thread reveals what hurts, what's healed, and what still lingers in your spiritual body. If something has been aching without words, this thread may help you name it and begin to reclaim what it took. So let's go ahead and jump in, get some energy cards to see what the wound has in store for us today. I hope you guys are doing well. Those are too many. I'm scattered. You need to take a deep breath with me? Let's do it. I just feel like maybe we're a little antsy today. I'm a little delayed getting to this reading, so you may be experiencing delay. Not on time, but with plenty of time to spare. Let's add in, it's a delay. It's not awful. Everything happens for a reason, right? Look at that. 4, 4, 4, 4. Talk about stability, stable, grounding. Okay, a blessing in disguise. Look at that. Obstacles, hardship, strength. Building character, experiences. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the words of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. And that goes with the energy that I just started off with. Maybe you're feeling lost, maybe you're a little scattered, maybe because you don't know what to do with yourself. But this is a blessing in disguise. I like that one. What a great way to start this thread. So let's go ahead and continue and grab some energy cards. Be realistic. Okay. Blessing in disguise and be realistic. Look how beautiful these cards are. I just love this one. Be realistic. Get in your head. Get in your head? Sorry. Get your head out of the clouds and begin seeing things for the way they really are and truly are. Walking through life wearing rose-colored glasses only leads to pain, embarrassment, and loss. Interesting how we have two different types of loss. And then we have feeling lost. Okay, maybe it is with the rose-colored glasses making you feel this way. But it's all right, we're going to figure this out. Let's grab some more energy cards. What is this wound thread trying to tell us today? Stagnant, stuck, dead end, frozen. Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention. Family, blood ties, inner circle. Smell the roses, slow down. Take some you time. Get out in nature. Legal, lawyer, court, paperwork. Underneath the deck, we have nightlife, striptease, gamble, and Vegas. So clearly, already from the beginning, I think we're feeling a little antsy because we're clearly feeling stagnant, stuck, still. And for those of you, it might actually hurt to sit still, and that's okay. I totally understand that. You have Archangel Michael here guiding you by your side, so just know that this is the blessing in disguise. This is all intentional, and just because you can't see everything doesn't mean it's not in your favor. I feel like you have changed a lot of things about you down to family. Maybe you've legally had to go through some things, giving up the nightlife. Not saying not having fun, but just probably not gambling, blowing your money for a good time. You're finding authentic, cherished moments within yourself by smelling the roses. Maybe family is helping you through it as well. Maybe that's all you have left in your circle. All right, let's continue and grabbing more energy cards. Sorry. There's this fly. Shoot fly, don't bother me. But it's like chilling flying. It's not like speeding. It's like joy flying. Maybe he's tired. All right, let's see what we got. Hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. I can understand. Beginnings, try again, new direction, start over. Obsession. Infatuation. Wait. Infatuation. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Adoration and addiction. I know I've read that word 1,000 times. Confession. Unrevealing, coming clean messages. Pride. Arrogance, ego, stubborn. Underneath the deck, we have divine feminine, yin, and feminine energy. So like I said, this stagnant is really killing you. I get it. And you were probably raised to only feel useful if you're doing stuff. Only feel like you're getting somewhere if you're moving. And trust me, I have learned, and nobody likes the P word, but patience is doing something. Pausing is doing something. It's allowing the manifestation or the blessing to breathe before coming to you. It's like anything, you need time. Wine, you open it up, you let it breathe so you can taste the notes better. Rice, you shuffle it up, you let it breathe so it can fluff up. Like there's steps that require breathing to get the outcome that we're looking for. And Archangel Michael, you may have had blocks happening with you, like in the way, losing keys, you can't leave the house right away, stuck in traffic, it's always something, you're late, delayed, whatever. And you're taking it negatively, but you have angels telling you that it's because they're trying to keep you in this new direction from starting over. Maybe you're at your new beginnings and you need to start there, but you keep trying to go back to you're holding on to old things. You may have changed your life or changed your way of thinking, but you're still holding on to old things without even realizing it at that point, you know, just because of how these cards are laying out. And then with the family, I know you probably want a family, or you're trying to fix your family, or you miss your family and they may not be the healthiest, or maybe they're enabling. Who knows? But you're stuck on this, and this could be the last thing you have to let go. Not saying you no longer have to love them anymore, you have to leave them alone, cold shoulder. No, just detaching from things that aren't serving you, even if it's like subconsciously. Don't step on a crack, you break your mother's back. And you laugh and you have a good game out of it. But now that we're older and we understand what words are, we can't act like saying stuff like that is innocent. You know, it's just an example. It's not saying it's literally going to break your mom's back. I'm just saying all the little things we used to say growing up and us not understanding, and we're just thinking that's just how the song goes. We can't keep living that oblivious to things. I don't know why that came up. While you're smelling the roses, as in using this pause to look around, absorb, see things, see people, watch people move, like what it looks like on the outside looking in, and you will see your messages coming through there. You'll be able to see the timeline you're actually sitting on. Because I just feel like most of us are at this point where we're at our highest timeline. Our bodies are there, but the environment is catching up, or our spirit is there, and our bodies are catching up. Either way, we're at this 1 foot in, 1 foot out position, and you're being told your 1 foot in, 1 foot out has something to do family-wise, tradition, religion, what's the word I'm looking for? Tradition? Got a helicopter passing by. Maybe they're hovering. Maybe you're hovering over them. Nitpicking, or like, what else is coming? Traditions. It probably is traditions. It sounds right. Like the things you were taught that you did as a family, but you never really asked why. Not saying they're wrong. You just need to go through them and really understand why we're doing these things and live more with intention. What was I going to get at? Hovering. Oh, what came to me was when we all rise up, we want to bring our family, or, our closest people with us. And sometimes directing that can push people away if they're not ready. And you may also be obsessing with trying to level up everybody together, and that's not your role. Your role was to upgrade yourself. It does not mean they will not follow. It just means you have to lead by example now and allow them to come to that conclusion on their own. And I also feel like this confession is here because you are having a hard time admitting that you're in a good place in life. Maybe you have dysfunction and chaos as normal. And I look straight at this card. You got to be realistic when it comes to this. And then legally, you could be actually going through a legal battle. But with pride being here, kind of sounds like the legal is through spirit. The legal is through the contract you have with Source, which you have made with the angels, the work you have done between Source, Spirit, God, your guidance together, and your pride is holding you back. But the nightlife is something you've given up, and you're struggling with these inner things. Like, I know it's bad, or, it's not bad, but it's like maybe the people who you're around. Maybe you're too new and shiny and with light to be going in such a dark place where all these energy monsters hang out. You know what I mean? Because you're in your divine feminine energy, but you have the nightlife here. So it's like, that's the balance. That's the pride. That's the legal. Pride, legal. Pride, legal. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because this is your contract. This is your pride. I don't know why it came out. But let's continue. I'm sorry I ranted with that. That one had a lot coming in. And we covered so much. So it is bound to reach somebody. Of course, take it and leave what doesn't. But that was like 6 different stories for those who were like, nope, that's not me. Hopefully the next one was for you then. Either way, Source was really trying to make me pinpoint every single way to think about this. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the wound thread and see what Spirit wants to tell us. Okay. You ready? You ready? I feel like, I don't know, today may be a big day. I don't know. I had a whole bunch of conversation just happen to me just then. I'm sorry. Anytime I'm pausing, it's because, I don't know, I'm being spoken to or something. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I totally understand. Of course. Of course. That's a lot of wounds here. And it doesn't mean you're suffering at all, or still, it's just I can see where you've come, and I get that. So with the Page of Cups in reverse, kindness, gestures, enthusiasm is, you're depleted. Like, you're just so depleted. I feel it. And it has everything to do with the stagnant and hopeless. Like, you must know that this is a blessing in disguise. It's not going the way you wanted, or you're not able to express the way you want to, but it doesn't mean you're being told no or rejected. You're just being redirected. You're also having the pull of the 10 of Wands. You need to let this all go. Spirit is encouraging you to let this go. It's almost like you have a fear of letting it go, as if it means you don't love them anymore, or it means that you've failed or given up or not interested or better than, and that has nothing to do with it. You're not going anywhere. The only thing changing is what's inside of you and your mental way of thinking and your spiritual, enlightenment. People may feel that energetically wise, they may see the glow, but that's still all for you. You're not going to be tatted with words of everything you're going through. How you present yourself is how you present yourself. If you don't, if you have a whole bunch of scars and don't show them, that doesn't mean you haven't been through enough, but you don't need to be showing off your scars. You know what I mean? It's like, a dignity thing, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Delicate grace. I am losing my words today. Maybe you're running out of things to call this, maybe. But with the root issue being the 4 of Wands in reverse, this is your foundation, your stability. Like, this is where the wound is coming from. This is the beginning of everything, but you are literally turning your home upside down. And it feels that way because maybe that's all you know. You know, it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It just means you're not familiar with it. You're not used to it. It's new. It's your new normal. And maybe you're obsessing with comparing between the new and the old. Like when you've made a decision to make the change, just let go of the old way. Don't question it anymore. Use the time to question it, make the decision. Once you make the decision, let it go. And then say you're worried about making the wrong decision. Well, as time goes on and you're still implementing the new idea, that's when you sit down and make another choice, but it's not going to be with the same options you had the first time around. Does that make sense? You're constantly changing, but you're working with new things every time you have to make a new change or a decision. So don't keep going back to that. Make decisions based off your present moment. Then we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. You're hesitant of feeling like you feel guilty for rising up, friend. You feel bad. You have survivor's guilt. You have Stockholm syndrome. You have a lot. And you're blocking your blessings. Literally, that's what screamed in my head. Blocking their blessings. Tell them they're blocking their blessings. You have all these angels out here working their butt off for you because they love you. That's what they do for you. And then out of nowhere, you're even surprising them with the alley-oop, the whoop-de-doo, the loop-de-loop. Like, whoa, she just did a 360. He just did a 360. Hold on a second. I didn't even see that coming. Like, you're making last minute, like you're doubting yourself for a fraction of a second. It used to be 10 minutes. You used to doubt yourself all day. Now, you're doing it for a split second, but even Spirit is feeling it. Like, whoa, okay, scared me. Like a jolt. Okay, so you have in the fog this Emperor in reverse. It's almost like something you're not seeing. You have the feeling, you have a hunch, but it's not evident just yet. But it will come to light. Maybe this is the unrealistic thing you're being about, but some masculine energy is a real hard nut to crack, very hard to please, constantly belittling. Like this is a father figure, maybe a husband, maybe an older brother. I'll give it that. Grandfather, maybe. But definitely father figure, possible husband figure, that, or fiance, somebody in that role is abusing their power, is, oh my God. This could be somebody you are legally in the battle with. This could be someone you have a soul contract to. This could be somebody, you know, all the legal terms we're going to go over for this card because I had no idea where this was coming from until this popped up. And their pride is what's stopping you. Or you could have the pride to not be letting them go, but they weigh heavily on all this. Their words still have weight. The question is why? You don't even see it yet. I mean, you have a feeling, like I said, it's coming to light. You will get there. But this may be the realistic thing you need to be realistic. The unrealistic thing you're doing is thinking that this person is like this. You know what I'm saying? Everything you've ever wanted and dream of. The main, like, oh my gosh, perfect husband material, perfect father, perfect everything. No, my dear, it came up just like this. So they're not stepping forward on who they really are. Let's keep going. There's a lot to say, but yet I'm slipping my words. What's up with that? It's probably someone in the nightlife. That screamed. Like maybe this is someone you met in the nightlife. Oh my my stomach. I hope you can't hear that. I hope the noise cancellation is, but you are probably starving yourself from spirit being with this person. Starving from the light. Starving from your... Why? Are they blocking my thought process? Like, I feel like somebody doesn't want you to know all this because it's going to wake you up even more. That's crazy. I'm like, as soon as it comes to me, it's quickly dissolving. Like, maybe your aspirations and your drive is like that. You're really excited about, hey, I'm going to go on a spa retreat. I'm really going to start doing self-healing. And then someone just says one thing and it just completely takes the wind out of your sail. My goodness. It's so frustrating because it was really good. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel me? So what we have next is the Queen of Swords. It's like, you understand that you're going to have to be a little bit more harsher than you're doing. Like, this is somebody who just needs to cut heads off. I'm sorry to say it like that. I know that could be said better, but no more being nice. Nice is not helping. No one else is being nice in return. And when I say that, it's like you're giving and giving and no one's pouring into your cup. But yet you're supposed to keep rising and going and upgrading and getting up there. But what, off of an empty tank? Off of a dry well? You're going to be Cinderella doing the entire farm work and you don't get granted at least water. Like, it's so silly. But you're supposed to go find them water, not drink any, but give it all to them. So it's time. It's time to set those boundaries. It's time. I know you're afraid you're being too harsh, but you're really not. It's just time. It's time for the tough love. It's time for the boundaries. Maybe this is somebody in your family who is reckless with their words. Not as nurturing or gentle, just someone who just says mean, hurtful things just to stab. I just need to take a breath because I'm already like, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. I feel your frustration. And you can't be it all. You're just going to have to do for yourself and ask for forgiveness later if you even care to give it. Or, you know what I mean? Like, apologize. Like, why? They can join you. Why do you have to dim your light down? They can rise too. Okay, anyways, Justice card in reverse. This is always one of my favorites. This card in general, not only is it representing the justice and the karmic lick back, but this is the interference you're having. Justice in reverse means that it's not fair. It's not going your way. It's not fair. It's not working. 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 Okay, do you get it? But the best part about the justice in reverse means old contract is torn up because it's not working. You're no longer like, this isn't the contract for me. Spirit, let's rewrite it. But this is you understanding that. This is the complicating of the situation. You're working with a contract that doesn't work anymore. So here's Spirit, the unseen or the seen. This could be you taking what is yours and running. But most likely this is you breaking karmatic cycles. You're seeing the truth for what it is. You're taking back what's yours and you're getting out of there. Sorry. Someone didn't want to hear that because all of a sudden my throat just closed up. Yeah, well, you did it. You're doing a great job. You just have to get on to this real quick. Make your boundaries. Get rid of the queen. Make a new contract. Claim that you want something better. You're done with this lesson. If you don't, and you entertain it with the hesitation of smelling the roses, if you hesitate, you can turn this into a lesson again. Is that what you want? Like, I asked that because with the Seven of Swords in general, it's your opportunity to break it and release it, or it's an opportunity to learn the lesson again. So it's presented in your spread. It suggests you are taking your stuff and running, and I highly agree. But you're going to do what you want. And if you don't put the things down, you will learn the lesson again. But let me tell you something good. The becoming is the Three of Pentacles upright. This is you saying, I want this to work. You're going to find your people that support you, even if it's just one or two. You need to go through that again. You're going to take your selective ride or dies, you know what I'm saying, and really get that support. Now, you are in charge of this dream, of course, but at least you have some fallback to start from while you collect your new family that you're going to find with time. And then here we are in the horizon. This is the likely outcome that's awaiting, and it is the Sun in reverse. You are reclaiming your divine feminine energy, and it's just, you're exhausted. You're overwhelmed. It's a lot, but it's worth it. It's only going to be like this for a little while, but that's what it takes to get this right. I would be lying to say, oh, it's going to be so easy. Well, Spirit's giving you a heads up that you're going to do the right thing. It's just going to take a little bit of work to undo this, to undo what you've been holding on to. You know, it's an energy exchange. You have to put in the work to get that better. But all this hesitating that you've been doing, that's where this is coming from. And look at the bottom of the deck. You got that Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. That's you realizing your magnetism. You're in your black cat energy. You are starting to attract what you want. You are getting down to business. She is beautiful. She is luminous. She is glowing. This is somebody who has a glow up and steps in their power. So yes, you're going to knock this Queen of Swords out of here because you're arising as this Queen of Wands. I am so proud of you. It's not going to be easy because, like I said, this spread is the wound. You're already hurt. So let's lick our wounds, heal it, and it will be better days, 100%. Oh my goodness. I hope this helps and resonated. Of course, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I would love to know how you start. What was it? Did it resonate? Of course. But I am getting ready to go jump into this in the extended spread. So if you want to join me, the link is down below. It is Patreon. You get a membership, but you get access to every last extended read. And I promise you, they're so colorful. You think this is detailed? Oh my goodness. So that being said, we have heard what needed to be said today. If it did resonate and brought you clarity, please consider watering the biome with an equal exchange of energy, like a comment, like, or a share, or subscribe, that too. It keeps the weave alive and the thread moving forward. And if we are made to part ways today, thank you so much for your energy and your presence. It means more than you know, and it never goes unnoticed. And until we meet again, my luminous souls, may you walk in love, awaken in light, and remember who you are. And I will see you on the next pull of the thread.